Mortgage brokers in Canada say they are seeing an increase in homeowners and home buyers leaning towards variable rates instead of fixed ones as global instability and economic uncertainty threaten to drive up interest rates. Let's bring in Frank Napolitano from Mortgage Brokers Auto to discuss more on this. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, let's first talk about what exactly a variable rate is.
So basically, it's still a 5-year term. Most Canadians will take a 5-year fixed mortgage, by far the most popular mortgage in Canada. Second would be the variable rate mortgage. Again, it's got a 5-year term attached to it, except for what you do, instead of having a fixed rate for the entire 5-year period, it's tied to the prime rate. So prime rate goes up, then your interest rate would go up. If prime rate comes down, the interest rate would come down on your mortgage. So it'll change. Now, depending, there's two types of variable rate mortgages, and we all refer to them as variable, but there's a variable rate mortgage which, out of the big banks, with the exception of Scotiabank, they all have what's a variable rate mortgage. A variable rate mortgage means your rate fluctuates, but your payment remains the same, which is okay if the interest rates come down, you've got more money goes towards principal, you're paying it off quicker. The problem becomes if the interest rates go up and your payment remains the same, now you're paying less towards your interest, so now it's going to take even longer to pay your mortgage. So that's where you got to be on top of it. Where Scotiabank and other non-bank lenders offer what's called an adjustable rate mortgage. Same concept, except for every time the interest rate comes down, your payment comes down. Every time the interest rate goes up, your payment will go up, but at least you're still going to be able to keep your timetable as far as paying off your mortgage.
So what's been attractive for people with this variable rate mortgage?
So I think the one reason that I recommend it, it's not for everyone because some people are just nervous, they want fixed payments, they just don't want to worry about it. But I believe that the reason that I think it's gaining more popularity is because the economic data tells us that really our economy's not doing as well. So, I saw in your headline you said worried about interest rates going up. It's the uncertainty that scares everyone. Everything that happens specifically south of the border, what the leader says. But, at the end of the day, the economic data tells us inflation's under control. GDP came in really weak this week. The job numbers haven't been exactly great either. So therefore, if that happens, traditionally, interest rates come down. Bank of Canada is in a position to lower interest rates to help the economy out. If those trends continue, there are some that believe that Bank of Canada maybe has another 1 or 2 rate drops. So if you take a variable or adjustable rate mortgage, the benefit is that you can time when you lock in. So when you take a variable adjustable, it doesn't prevent you from locking into a fixed. You can do that at any time without any cost. And I think a lot of Canadians lose out on that because they don't understand it. But at any time you can convert it from a variable adjustable to a fixed. So what you're doing now is maybe you're timing the market, waiting for interest rates to come down and then locking in.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. What are some drawbacks of a variable rate mortgage?
Well, you got to stay on top of it, I think. And again, a lot of the big banks, I think, got their hands slapped a little bit because during 22 and 23, when Bank of Canada raised prime aggressively, if your payments remain the same, you were under the illusion that nothing was changing. But in essence, what happened is your amortization may have gone up 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Where on an adjustable rate mortgage, you would have gotten notice that your payments are going up, and then that opens your eyes to say, wait, maybe I got to lock in now because this is costing me a lot. So you got to stay on top of it. So whether you do it with your mortgage broker, whether you do it with the bank, I mean, just check in every once in a while and just see where interest rates are trending and where they're going.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us
Always
today.
A pleasure.
Breaking down what a variable rate mortgage is.